I have come up with a strategy for you guys to get 3 stars in your Grand Prix mode in Mario Kart World, and this strategy is not for the loners out there. To me, Mario Kart is a multiplayer game, so this strategy involves 2 players or more to help you achieve the 3 stars. And I think the best thing about this strategy is that you don't need to be the best player in this game. You don't need to know all the shortcuts and all the drifts. If you work together with your friends and family, you can also achieve 3 stars. In order to get 3 stars in Mario Kart World, you need to get first place in all 4 races in a Grand Prix mode. In 1-player mode, you probably just want to learn all of the shortcuts and effectively using or holding onto your items. But in 2 or more player mode, the strategy can change quite a bit. Initially, when playing with 4 players, myself and 3 friends were playing competitively and we were alternating first place, and it didn't count towards the stars. You have to have 1 person get first place in all 4 races in a Grand Prix to get 3 stars, and this is how we did it. For most of this strategy, I'm going to show you an example with 2 players, but you can do this with 3 or 4. The first thing you want to do is learn who the main computer players are. What I mean by that is in every cup, there's 1 computer character that often comes first because they tend to take all of the shortcuts. They tend to know exactly what to do at the right moments. If you haven't been paying attention, they happen to be the characters that you also unlock as you go through each of the cups the first time. So for Mushroom Cup, the first Grand Prix Cup, it's Donkey Kong. In the Flower Cup, it's Daisy, followed by Rosalina, Lakitu, Birdo, King Boo, and then Bowser Jr. And then for the final Special Cup, I believe it's the Cow. Even if you're not sure at first, you'll very quickly come to realize who that is, because in a lot of races, it will come second if you're first, and if you're not first, they're usually the one who comes first. And the goal is to target that computer player with all of your items rather than trying to attack everyone indiscriminately. All the other computer players, generally speaking, you don't need to do too well to beat, but this one computer player requires you to actually do well or coordinate your attacks in order to beat. The second thing you want to do is figure out between your friends, the human players, who of you are usually the best at the game, the #1 driver, who often gets first place. And in our example, I'm usually the main racer you'll see on the left side of the screen. Then all of the other players become the support players. Now you might think the support players are worth holding on to 2nd and 3rd position, because then that would block the computer players from getting the 2nd and 3rd position, but that doesn't really matter because all you're aiming for is for 1 person to get first place. And the trick is actually avoid holding on to 2nd place. Let the main computer take 2nd place instead where possible. There are several reasons for this. Number 1, the first place player can actually hit them with items that they drop behind, and you're less likely going to clash into that first player, since first place often just has like banana or something holding behind their cart as a defensive item. Secondly, the support players in 3rd and 4th position will often land shooting items or offensive items that can then attack the 2nd place, the main computer player, sandwiching the computer player between the first player and the support player's items. Here is an example where actually the main computer player was in first place. I sniped the cow with my banana, and then Piggy bumped the NPC off the track using the ice flower item, and then allowing me to overtake. One thing I also found quite useful was have one of the support players fall quite far behind as opposed to taking 3rd and 4th position. So if you have 1 player in 1st position, 1 player in 3rd position, the 3rd player can be in 8th or 10th position, because when that player at some point holds onto something very crucial like a lightning or a spiny blue shell, they will be able to call the shots of when exactly to use those items to flip the 1st and 2nd position. So sometimes the computer player does do tricks or shortcuts to overtake my position, my 1st position, but with someone in 8th or 10th place holding onto a blue shell or a lightning, you can very easily table the turns. More importantly, by forcing the computer to be in 2nd place, especially when items are being drawn, it forces them to get bad items. Several times now, I've personally found that by taking 1st, 2nd, and 3rd position, the main computer player often lands good items to then overtake all 3 of us when the support players aren't taking positions further back. And lastly, now this tip is applicable to whether you're playing by yourself or when you have multiple players, is to farm your coins to 20 coins ASAP on the first lap. Even if it means you have to go out of your way, even if you have to miss out on an item, try to get your coins, because by getting that 5% speed boost when you farm 20 coins, it will come in very handy in the later laps. Falling behind on the first lap almost makes zero difference whatsoever, but holding on to 20 coins at the beginning of lap 3 will allow you to maintain that first position much better. As you should know, as if you get too far ahead in first place, computer players will more likely get spiny shells to hit you with. So getting first position in the first lap is pretty pointless, because really the game is designed to equalize all positions. The exception is tour mode, where to get 3 stars you need to be in first position at every end of a lap. Now even the support players can try to farm 20 coins, but of course the support player's main goal is to keep the main computer player from getting first place. So holding on to the right items is more important. Now what are the rewards for getting 3 stars for every cup? Turns out, nothing. You just get to flex your 3 stars. That's not even how you unlock mirror mode, which I haven't, and it will be the next thing we're going to do. By the way, if you didn't know, the way to unlock mirror mode is to clear all the stages, including tour mode. You don't even need to get first place, you just need to clear all the stages and then go to free roam to get 10 piece switches done and 10 question mark panels and 10 peach medallions. Then you just have to go clear special cup again in order to unlock mirror mode. Thank you for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any other tips for how multiplayers can achieve these goals. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.